have me have a closet in your home? Why would you have me have a bathroom?
Okay, look, we're gonna check out right now.
And let me tell you something, man. If he got her in his crib like this, with his baby there, holding it down like that, then he obviously likes the broad. He obviously want to be in and have the broad and the baby in her life, not the baby, but his baby in his life. And when you got to come on and say she ain't never been my girl, she just my side chick, that sounds like a man catering to his first baby mama.
Let's put this shit on Mars. Shorty is more material. Get up out my crib. Come on, get off my table.
No, get outside.
Come get Shorty up out my spot.
Go ahead,
please.
call them to get you and your child out your spot. Go ahead.
I'm stuck. Hey, help.
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 You're such a fucking dick.
Help, hey. Help me, nigga. Hey. Why you sitting there? Do something.
Do something.
Do something, bro. And where's my baby?
Oh, you don't
see what I'm saying? Like, still, come on.
Your baby is sleeping. I just put her to sleep.
Go back there with her. Go.
No,
See what
I'm
I'm
not
saying?
talking about my business like that. The
Girl,
fuck? That ain't
girl.
Ain't nobody who's a part of my pregnancy. You weren't a part of my pregnancy. You don't need to tell nobody nothing. The fuck?
So she don't want me to put out her real business what her and her family got going on. That's the real issue.
That's not nothing to do with us.
This girl got a real,
That has nothing to do with us.
a real Matilda story type shit going on, Save my child from.
Save your child.
She got to save her face. Her family got to save her face. My family's not in the industry. Me being in the industry, that take care of my family. It's a difference.
16 years old, sorry. That's why
I didn't when I hey look, yeah, I didn't I didn't skeeted in the wrong thing. I got to deal with what come with that. But my last name Kirk is what I do. So I take whatever come with that full responsibility. But Shawty is cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. Shawty is cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. And Shawty is not my girl. Ain't never been my girl. Is my side.
It's your what?
My side. Shawty is a certified side bitch. Not mine.
Embarrassing me like that.
Shawty is a certified side. Just trying to act like she ain't. No, let's take it there. Her parents know she my side bitch. Everybody knows she's a side bitch. She don't want y'all to know she's a side bitch. Call them folks. Save me. Help. You see how Shawty went storming.
Now, what you see the look on that chick face he was just talking to, that's got to be one of his relatives. That's somebody. But you see the look that chick gave him, man. Because this is monkey shit, man. Let's keep going, though.
When that truth came out. Listen, so let me finish telling y'all what I'm telling y'all. Miss me with all that. I'm not going. I had to show y'all. I'm not going. Shouted crazy. I'm not going to be the one to play that game. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm going to take care of them kids. And if this will come with it, this will come with it. But Shawty being obsessed with my other baby mama, stalking my first baby mama, goddamn, interfering with the way, you know what I'm saying? I'm raising my child, my oldest child, like, that shit burned out, I'm a grown man with standards, you know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man with standards.
Why would you have me have a closet in
Look
your
at this
home?
storming back.
Why would you have me have a bathroom?
Okay, look, we're going to check out right now.
All right, now here's what we're dealing with here. Before the baby came in the game, he already had a baby mama. And when he came in the industry and got with this chick, he was playing both sides. You know how young niggas do, man. They ain't really got the balls to just stand up and be who they gonna be and just let these bras know it's my way or no way. And so he got with this bra right here, messed around and busting her. And now, first baby mama at odds, this chick right here at odds. And as a young man, you don't see it the way it's supposed to be seen. You're gonna always take the side of who was there first. So when you hear a man say, well, she doing this with my first baby mama and all that right there, man, that shit don't never go like that. It's always the first baby mama who have a problem with the new baby mama, especially if you're treating the new bride like she your woman. You know what I'm saying? First baby mama, man, that'd be a different thing, man, especially if you still fucking on her, man. The main thing is when you create these scenarios with women like she your woman, and then you do the same thing with another woman. This is what tells if you really gamed up and if you really a man about your shit and you're gonna keep it a buck and you don't care about losing down one of these bras, you got to put on the table, I want both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you from experience. I've done that shit, man, a couple of times in my life, man. I've only had to do it a couple of times. Other times the shit flows smoothly. But when it gets to the point where you got to pick one, I ain't picking that. I want both of y'all. That's my outlook on it. I ain't got to pick shit. Who said I got to pick? But when you put a woman in a situation like this, man, you got to understand that if you got a woman in your crib like this, you got a woman sleeping with you. You got a woman, there's a video where she said, man, he just busted her the night before that. When you got a woman living in your crib like that, man, you're presenting to this woman that she's your woman. A woman don't see it no other way, especially when she just had your kid. She don't see it no other way. Instinctively, a woman feels a certain way about the man she just had a kid with if she wanted to have his kid. Now, here's the thing, man. If you can't control your bras, man, you don't need to have them. When I say control your bras, I mean control your environment. The only time you can control a woman is when she's in your environment because you control your environment. I'm going to control my environment. And every time a woman come into my environment, she falls under that control immediately or she can get the fuck on. She's going to automatically come in. Man, I've been thinking about, man, I'm creating a waiver for a broad to sign, man. When she come through my door, she brought to sign this waiver that you're going to do whatever the fuck I tell you to do or turn around and go somewhere. See, the reality of the scenario is this, man. You can't be pussyfooting around with the broad. You know what I'm saying? You can't be pussyfooting around with these bras. And I feel you, Flim. A chick can't even cuss holding my what you call it, man. But you know what? The crazy thing is, man, we know women are emotional. And so we got to think about what could this man have possibly done to put the woman in this state of emotion, this state of emotionality. For me, I don't have any problem when a woman come to my crib. When a woman at my crib, I want her to be there. And she wants to be there. So at the point where you don't want her at your crib, be a goddamn man and tell her she got to go. And if you can't get a woman to leave out your crib, then that shit falls on you as a masculine man. If a woman in my crib and I want her to go, her ass finna go. She ain't gonna be giving me no shit about she ain't finna go. I ain't got to call no bra, no police escort to leave my crib. I don't even deal with bras like that. And here's the thing about dealing with bras like that. Most women aren't like that until you let them be. You gotta not take shit from a woman from day one. This seems like a situation where the baby been taking shit from this bra this whole time. You understand? See, what we got to keep in mind is men can't be around this motherfucker lying to women back and forth. You can't have this woman thinking this and then have that woman thinking the opposite. Now, both of these women think you telling the truth, so they mad fucking each other. You got one woman thinking that like the other woman want to get at her, and then you got that woman think, okay, the bitch want to get at me, I want to get at her too. When the whole time is you not handling your shit like a man. Let this be a warning sign to you, men. Don't handle your shit like this, man. Handle your shit like a man. Make sure every woman in your life know the fucking rules of engagement. A woman don't care about what you do. She just want to know what the fuck is going on in the situation she's in. Look how this woman reacted, man, when he said she ain't nothing but a side chick. Obviously, that's the first time she'd heard that shit. Man, this woman was pregnant 9 months. Now she got your baby already, bro, and she ain't never known you thought of her as a side chick. Let's be realistic, man. He been booed up with the broad and everything, man. Now all of a sudden, she a side chick. And here's the thing, man. We fucking men. We don't come on social media. Okay, I get it. You need to record some shit. But that first video I showed y'all, man, where the man was just talking down on the broad, man, it makes you look crazy to be talking down on a woman who just had your fucking kid. Why talk that? I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. You don't put that shit on blast in public. That's what's wrong, man. This social media shit has proven to show us who functions in the headspace of a man and who functions in the headspace of femininity. There's masculinity and there's femininity. So when you're functioning in femininity, this is what you do. You turn and do the things that a woman would do. A woman will cut her camera on and put you on blast and do all that shit. This is not how we do shit. Nobody should know about this shit, man. Nobody should know you feel like she a side chick. Because what the fuck you just did? Got your side chick pregnant? That's like some Brittany Rayner type shit. You cannot be around here, man, behaving this way and not represent manhood and masculinity, man. You getting your paper, you got a career to think about, man, and what you're doing is you're being overly emotional. The same thing with that shit about what he was saying on stage, man, about if you ain't got AIDS and if you ain't got this. That's cool to say, But here's the thing, man. If you took a gig and you know that there's a huge gay population in the audience, why are you talking shit about them? You took the gig to perform for those people. If you have a problem with that, then don't take the gig. Let me tell y'all something, man. Don't have sex with a woman that you don't want to get pregnant. Because I don't care how careful you are. You can be the most careful man in the world, but there's a possibility that her ass gonna end up pregnant. It's always a possibility. You can be as careful as hell, but unless you're perfect, then there's always a possibility. No matter how small that possibility is, man, don't have sex with a woman that you wouldn't mind, that you just, oh no, I would hate that you'd be miserable as shit getting her pregnant. Especially if you're a man with options. In this situation, you know the baby got options. I don't know how many options he got, but you know he has options. Why are you putting this woman on black? And let me tell y'all something, man. This is something that a lot of these niggas don't understand. After you impregnate a woman, man, she dealing with fucking postpartum. See, here's the part where if you ain't got no children, you don't know the fuck you talking about. A woman is dealing with postpartum. Sometimes, man, that shit stress a woman out so bad. Do you know there are women who have committed suicide, man, because of that postpartum depression? That shit is real. Now, we can't be around here respecting motherfuckers with PTSD in the military. Nigga, in the military, you might not even got in a gunfight. But in PTSD, boy, do you know that a woman body go to war with your fucking seed? There's a war going on. Her body is being ravished by your fucking seed. I'm talking about ravished by your seed. Women die from that shit, boy. Pregnancy is a tough situation. And when a woman come out the back end of that, especially when, like she said, the nigga wasn't even in her life. Man, I wouldn't dare have a woman pregnant by me, dog. I ain't in her life, man, during the pregnancy. No fucking way. Even if I'm not going to be with her in like a committed relationship, the moment I impregnate her, then she becomes the priority. Because what she's carrying is my seed. So she has to become the priority, because if her mental state isn't right, it's gonna rub off on my seed. Me and my partner were talking about this a long time ago. We was in our early 20s, man. And we already knew at that point where if you got a woman pregnant, man, you got to make sure you ain't bringing her no fucking stress, because that stress gonna come out in your seed, man. Let me tell you something. If you keep a woman heart hurt and crying while she pregnant with your seed, and you have a son, your son gonna be a crybaby. Then he gonna be born a beta male meningitis motherfucker. And you got to keep these things in mind, brothers. You have to keep in mind that it's your job as a man to fucking protect the woman that you deal with. If you got her pregnant, it's your job to protect her during that pregnancy. I don't get this shit, bro.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not.